Well, welcome. This is Spotlight again. I'm Pastor Dan, and they've talked to us about talking about mission a little bit. I hope that this will be relevant to all of you, whether you ever go overseas with me or some other mission trip or not. Maybe it'll be fun just to talk about what are the core ideas of why go. Just start with that. Why go? Some people have asked me, why don't we just leave them alone? They have their religion, we have ours. Who says that their religion isn't as good or better than ours? Maybe we should learn from them. And everyone has their own way to get to where we need to go. Some people use the travel agency. It doesn't really matter whether you go by plane or by ship or by train or by car or ox cart or swim on a surfboard. As long as you get to where you're going and you like the way you get there, it doesn't matter. Use your own choice. And so whether you are Hindu or Buddhist or Jewish or Islam or a Christian, your choice, as long as it works for you and gives you meaning and fulfillment. But we respect all the world religions. We believe that people can find God in other ways than our own. They may name it differently, and there's a debate about all that. But let's just be charitable and say, let's assume that we all come to the same God with different names, different characteristics maybe. But if you're a Christian, we believe that Jesus is the greatest picture of God, the clearest picture of God. And we'll believe that Jesus has the most life to give. He says, I came to give you life and life more abundantly. Someone said one time, I think Irenaeus, they said, the glory of God is a man who is fully alive. Every religion is trying to help you find a way to live the best human life. Confucius said that. The way, every religion, that's the game, is to say, how can you find your greatest fulfillment? You just have this one life to live. How can you live and be the best human possible? We say that's Jesus. God is the one who made us. And then he came down and was man himself, and God-man shows us how to live. So we think it's Jesus. So we think there's something better. Yes, we say that. There's something better when people know Jesus. There is added value. We are taking people from coach up to first class. We are giving some people something better that is going to make their life better, more meaningful. We are helping people have better answers to the hard questions of life. And we think people will just be happier if you know Jesus. I used to wonder if people are saved by having a positive response to whatever they know. The way we usually say it, live up to the light which you have received. If you've got this much light, then you must live up to that light. If you've got more light, live up to that light. Then why give anybody more light? Now they have more light that they have to live up to. That's what I thought. Why should my parents leave us and go over to Thailand? I was in college. We had already been in Thailand, but there we were together. Now we're here, and we had to stay here while they went. It's horrible. Going to the airport and watching my parents and my brothers fly away, and we don't see them for the next 2 years. It's not much fun. Why would they have to do that? Because we are sold out for this idea that your life will be better if you know Jesus. Doesn't mean you can't be saved if all you ever know is a religion under the trees and the stars of the sky, or Islam or some other religion, and that's all you ever have a chance to know, and you are faithful in that relationship. But we think your life will be better if you know Jesus. He says, I will make life more abundantly. He says, I am the way to the Father. No one gets to the Father, really, except through me. The veil ripped, and now you can get all the way to the Father. Hebrews 4:16, let us therefore now come boldly to the throne of grace. We can get right to God. Everyone is looking for the Holy Grail, for the answers, for the fountain of youth. We say, we have the answers with Jesus. And so we get on planes. We went on a boat. We were on a boat for 6 weeks when I was 4 years old. I just began to remember back at that time. I remember getting on that boat and in the storm and living in this primitive freighter we were in for 6 weeks before we got to Thailand. Then on a train, moving into a house, using a cold well water outside, and primitive rooms. We used bed crates for our cupboards for many years. No car, had bicycles to church. Finally got an old World War II Jeep. Why would we do all that? Why do I fly around the world now for mission trips and to preach? Because we believe we have something that blesses people, that we are inviting them to first class. We are bringing people from the upper levels of a stadium down to the ground floor. You can be courtside seats and see God for who he really is if you'll just follow us to know Jesus. And so we start with this. Why would we do missions? Why do we go anywhere? Because we believe people are better off if they know Jesus, and they will have 1,000 years and eternity more than they have right now. This is Spotlight. Stay with us on this new series. God bless. Thank you for watching Spotlight. We're so excited about this. We hope that you'll subscribe and so you'll get all of them. And please just forward it on to others and tell other people about it. And let's just see what kind of an audience we can get for these messages of Spotlight. God bless you.